Hey y'all, Choice here. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Here I want to take a moment and speak a little bit about there has been information that has been passed down for us to help us to reconnect, to recollect, to recognize, or or to come back to self. For this time. And the messages come through interesting sources, one that we wouldn't pick up right away because it would not be of interest for one, and secondly, it would not be coming through someone that we would trust to bring us anything other than what they've been bringing. I know. Don't bother, just ignore that part. But anyway. So, this is the deal. You ever try to tell someone something or share something with someone, and they're so far removed that they just can't get it. They cannot seem to hear it, or even visualize it, or sense any. They just are so far removed that they keep saying, well, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? And you keep talking and sharing, finding every which way to make it make sense for them, but they're not quite getting it, and you still are trying to share. But in addition to that, there's something within them that blinds them from it. So no matter what they do to try to understand what you are saying, or understand, or as my brothers would say, overstand what you are saying, it's just it just will not penetrate. It will not make sense to them, and they will try to make it make sense for them because they really want it, but the message is not for them. The message is not for them, though it's being given to them by someone they trust that looks like them. And even those that don't look like them is attempting to impart a message to them, to help them to transcend, to elevate, to evolve. But somehow, though they really want it, it doesn't seem like it just seems like it hits a wall where there, where it just cannot penetrate the wall, so they can get an understanding, or deeper understanding of the message that's being given. It's just like I've done videos, and I get very few comments, comments sometimes. I hear that's the way to help the channel to grow, but anyway, they say thumbs up, and comments help. I don't know. I just speak, and whomever the message is for, may it reach your ears, and may it make sense. Because sometimes it doesn't even make sense to me. I have to listen to it a couple of times, and each time I listen to it, I get something more. So that means I may miss what I'm saying, but when I listen to it, all of a sudden a light bulb goes on. I say, oh, okay, But oftentimes I will suggest that some of the videos you listen to more than once, because I think it's like multiple messages within the video. So anyway, back on this. So though the people are wanting to understand what is being imparted, it seems to come up against a wall where they're not allowed to get that message at this time. For whatever, of course, it's beyond our understanding. But for some reason, not everyone will get it. And as I was saying, it was like I did a couple of videos where the few that did comment one time, I think a couple of comments, I saw that the message was completely missed. And I think I was talking about having enough money to travel. And then I went into the spiritual aspect of that, where the money or the riches, the wealth, the whatever is already with you. But you will only see it manifested when you come to know or forget that you are looking for it or asking for it, and then it shows up somehow, some way. Doors open, things happen, and what you were needing shows up some kind of way. It just naturally unfolds. Now, I'm not saying this is for everyone, because it is for everyone, but not everyone sees it that way, because not everyone has recognized that this is how things work. So, of course, if you don't see it, you don't believe it, you don't realize it, you're not going to experience it. Even if it's happening for you, you won't experience it, nor would you appreciate it. And so, therefore, it will go unnoticed and unappreciated. So anyway, I know I'm all over the place, but I'm pulling it back together. So the people that listen to that, they say, oh, but you didn't talk about how much it cost to travel to these places in Africa. I was talking about Africa specifically. And I knew then that they had completely missed the message. And I knew also that the message wasn't for them. Those that got it responded, and they got it. They knew exactly. And their comments said so, because it's like they just knew exactly where I was going with that. But you had others that didn't have a clue. And I also know by the energy of some of the comments, or the few comments, or something that someone says, basically who they are not. Maybe not know exactly who they are, but I know a little bit of who they are not. And I know that the message, I was not trying to impart anything to them. So it was all good. I knew it's all good, because I clearly say who I am attempting to talk to. It doesn't mean that others can't partake, but my love is with all of you. And that's just what it is. So anyway, back on topic. So information has been passed, but it came through people that we might not sit and listen to. But the information is for us. It's for us. But we some of us are not ready for it, so we miss it. we miss it. And I know I'm speaking vague, very vaguely, on purpose. So if you can pull this message together, please do. Please do. There's information that is for us that if we're not mindful, we'll miss it. And it is significant in this time for your evolution, your evolving, for your growth and wisdom and understanding. And so if you are listening to this video, that means that somehow there are no coincidences. Everything is in a divine, some type of order, though it seems chaotic. And so if you are hearing this, then this is something that is for you if you are really hearing what I'm saying. Not even listening, but if you're really getting it, or sensing something, or a knowing rises within, that means there's something in it that's for you, that's preparing you for something more, that is opening you for something more. So I'm suggesting that you be mindful, that you're mindful of this, and then just, just be mindful so that other things, when it shows up, you are present. You are present. You'll. I know I'm working to do this. I'm starting to. I'm beginning to sweat. I'm beginning to sweat, y'all. So that means that I'm not coming up with the words to say it. But I know what I'm saying. And I'm saying to you that sometimes messages are imparted. You don't know. And the people that you will likely listen to, or you may listen to, are the ones that maybe have this, but you have to see it coming through them, even though they don't realize what they're doing. They're operating on a subconscious level. Some of them are operating out of a bot system, so they have no idea. But some of the things that are put there, they are just a pawn in this game, that are just basically there for a certain purpose, certain reason, and as you move through, being in your guided, right? You will be able to see the road signs along the way, which are the little messages and the little things that come for you to know the way to go. So I'm going to end it here, and thank you so much for tuning in. Be mindful, not with tension and all of that stuff. No tension, just natural, relax. Not relax, but just be high vibe, and be. All right. Much love, Choice here. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Namaste.